Okay guys, so let's talk about the checkout experience on a high ticket product. Okay, so there's a lot of different things I see happen with checkouts. The first thing is they have a checkout, and then I see people, and I'll just cover a few different things. Like the people go to like a different thank you page and have to check their email, or people go to like a thank you, here's how to get started page, and then there's like another page like log in to create your account. There's all sorts of different processes. Here's what we need to do and what we need to really think of. When we get a person to a checkout page, the main thing we want to accomplish is the person understands and gets in the habit of starting to access their product. If they go anywhere other than inside your course, it's a major failure. They should go checkout, and then what we have at HCOM is we have a signature right here where they confirm that they understand the refund policy and the action-based guarantee and everything like that. This has just helped us a whole lot right here. But then boom, straight into the course. Like we want them to get started the second after they've gone through and filled out that form. And then as soon as they check out, we are like abusive with the membership login emails. You need to stress, like as soon as they come in, it's like, hey, here's your account access. Here's your account access. Have you logged in yet? Here's your account access. Here's your account access. There are so many courses out there where a person will check out and it's just mystery box time. Like they have to like go and unlock a puzzle to get to their course. And a lot of your courses might be like this. This right here is a disaster, especially at scale. Because a lot of people when you're doing broad, they've never bought an online course before. They don't know how this works. Okay, like it's confusing to them. A lot of people have never bought an online course before when you're going broad, especially on AdWords. So this is huge. And you're going to see the same exact thing. Like if you go and sign up for Hyros, what happens when you go on the Hyros, you are immediately sent into the dashboard after creating a password. And then there's just a big pop-up that says, hey, this is easy setup, get started. And within seconds of joining Hyros, if you're on a self-serve account, you're doing easy setup. Like it's boom, boom, done. All right, and you're installing the code seconds later. And then we have a support person pop up and say, hey, do you need help? What's going on here? How you doing? Like we have to develop the customer habits when a person comes in. And if they're not 100% sure what the login URL is, how to access the product, it's insane. I like, check this out. Like if people go to look up their course, they type in Alex Becker course, literally login is right here on the homepage. I know this is such basic stuff. But you have to take every opportunity to assume people will get lost after checkout. This is the strategy you need to take when it comes to checkouts. We talked about member errors before. Assume they will always get lost. Assume that they will black out after they check out. Assume that their internet's going to stop. Halfway through checkout, they're getting the dashboard. Assume that everything is possibly go wrong. Send them Facebook messages. Send them intercom messages. Get them in there and get them started. The most important thing is after they check out, how can I get them started within seconds of paying? Because the number one thing people are also going to think as soon as they check out is, man, I just spent $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 with this guy. You don't want them sitting around thinking over that money right there, because that's painful. You don't want that. You want the first thing to happen, boom, let's start releasing dopamine and releasing and making progress right now. Let's get this exciting. Let's show them a really good intro video. Like, what's the first thing they're going to see after they check out? Is it going to be just an ugly membership area or thank you page with a receipt on it, like they just bought something at Amazon? Or is it going to be a cool video with a cool intro with like music and like HD video looking really smooth and really awesome? How are you going to make sure to remove that pain after they check out? How are you going to make them go, I made the right choice within seconds? And the best way to do it is get them busy. Okay? They just came in, give them a Rubik's Cube, get them started right away. Don't get them thinking about that money. Because I guarantee you, what happens when people check out is they check out, they're thinking about the money they just spent. They're kind of like, oh man, I hope this works. And then they get lost while they're thinking about the money that they just spent, and they're checking their spam inbox while they're thinking about the money they just spent, and then they log in, and they're not really sure how to get started. They see like your first video that's shot on an iPhone with the mic way too loud like this, and they're thinking, oh, this isn't good. And it doesn't matter if you have put in the holy grail of content into your course. In week 5, let's imagine you just give them $10,000 via their PayPal account. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. Okay? Because right here, you've just had the ugliest experience ever. So think about your checkout process. The thing I like about Kajabi is when we're going into Kajabi and setting this up and a person checks out, is we can just send them to a thank you page right here, and then bam, like the thank you page takes them straight to their library. So when you go and look at the thank you page that's provided in your templates, if we go look at the 2020 thank you page, what actually happens, or actually here, I'll show you the Iron thank you page right here. So if we go look at that, the second they log in, boom, click here to create your Iron account. Boom, they do that, and the Iron account just drops you straight inside the members area. That's it, okay? Same thing that comes in here with HCOM. The second they come in, boom, thank you page, click here, you're in the library, you're getting started. There's a signature thing after this, but if you're not doing a signature, as soon as they fill out the signature, boom, they're in the library. Okay? Now, this is also super important for your checkouts. You need to have a big, bold, like right here, exactly what it's going to look like on the bank statement when the person checks out. And in your first video, also explain, it's going to come in on your bank statement as Alex Becker HCOM. This is so incredibly important. When a person sees a $497,000 reoccurring charge and it's from Super Rocks Marketing XL at whatever.com, they're going to be like, what the hell was this? Because they're not going to recognize it. So many people send in their payments as a completely made up internet marketing name. And Big Dino Marketing or Big Boy Marketing is not going to look good on their credit card score or their credit card report when it comes in. And if they don't recognize it, they're just going to charge it back, especially people like, for example, one time I did this with a really expensive course. I saw like a $2,000 charge. I'm like, what the hell is that? And there's a course that I bought like 6 months ago that I'd used even. And then I was like, I just charged it back. And then they messaged me like, why did you charge back? I'm like, oh crap, that was you? You got to do this. You got to do this stuff right here. So this is the checkout experience, and this is what you need to be focused on. Think about this stuff, all right? Or just copy what I just discussed in this video. And if we can narrow this down, first off, make sure as soon as they check out, we get them moving and working on something immediately. And also make sure as soon as they check out, we got to announce what it's going to look like when the payment comes in or is charged in their bank account. And then we want to be abusive with the customer emails that come in. We want to constantly be hammering them with emails right after they join with the login information. We want to send it a couple times. Okay? Incredibly important.